Coach Chef Academy Lab Guide. I'm Corentin Guinez, driver for Simmercy, and today we are on Mugello, a rainy Mugello. Big chance of rain this week for the week 5 of the Sports Car Challenge by Falcon Tire. As you can see, we are using the Porsche 708 GT4. As usual, first I shoot the hot lap, and then we see the different details you have to know, especially on the rain for that week. So yep, let's get started. Alright, so here you go for the lap around Mugello. So as you can see, quite a nice rain, I would say. It's moderate, so yeah, it's still means the track is quite wet. Like you still need to avoid most of the dry racing lines you are using. Mostly into the corners, because into the braking zone it doesn't feel too bad, I would say, at some parts of the track, but yeah, most of the time into the corners you really need to work on on the rain line. So yeah. So first is the turn one. So you come with a lot of speed, a bit slower compared to to the um, the dry, because I would probably be up to much more speed, I would say. Yeah, about 10 kph entering the braking zone. So yeah, you arrive with a bit less speed, but yeah, you still need to brake earlier. So as you can see, it's not massive, but yeah, I mean, on the dry I would brake at the 100, and I'm just braking at the when I'm crossing the white line, which is the pit exit line. So as soon as you cross this line, the pit exit is I mean, you are out of the pit lane exit, I would say, if I call it like that. So basically the blue cone on the right. So yeah, as you can see, when I'm crossing the white line, I'm just going on the brake. And then as you can see, compared to the dry, where I would stay a bit longer to the outside, and then I wouldn't make the corner, this time I'm going straight away to the corner, because even if, like I said, the dry surface sometimes in the braking is not too bad, but yeah, at T1 I don't really want to take the risk. I know that I won't have much rubber on the inside, and also as you can see, I have still quite some room on the inside before getting on the rubber. So I know that I can have a lot of grip quite far into the corner, especially near the apex. So yeah, instead of struggling on the brakes, maybe aiming to brake a bit earlier, if I stayed on the dry line. Of course, then I could have the outside, but I think considering I still have quite some grip um, on the inside because of the low rubber, and also because when I'm going to cross the just like there, when I'm going to cross this part of the rubber, the car is going to be slower, so I will most likely have a bit more grip compared to if I was going a bit faster. So at the end of the day, I'm not going to lose too much. I will run less distance, and yeah, I think that this line works quite good. I think I tried both, and at the end, it looked like this one was really nice if you were not braking too late. So yeah. So if we're checking at delta, so like I said, just braking around. Wait, let me do a small zoom on this. So maybe you can see that better if I show you the driving. Maybe it's yeah, maybe the driving is better actually. So yeah, as you can see, I'm just braking, like I said, at the white line, and then compared to the yellow line, which is the dry, I'm just going off the line. So I'm looking for the dry pretty much, or at least the less rubber part of the track. And then as you can see, I stand inside. I'm just going a bit wider. So at that point, I'm crossing the rubber pretty much, and then I'm just trying to find the rotation on throttle, just trying to find as well the less rubber part, because of course if I'm just going on throttle where the rubber is, I will just basically struggle to get the traction. So yeah, this is what I basically do into the car. So just getting the apex, then I'm just releasing a tiny bit the brake to find that outside or middle of the track, which has less rubber compared to the inside. And then from there, I'm just going on throttle, trying to get the rotation, and then I'm trying to go back to the inside. So I don't know if it's yeah, it's pretty much how it is on the dry as well. We are pretty much taking the same line toward the exit, like on the very exit of the corner. But yeah, as you can see, just trying to find the less rubber part, and then I'm trying to take the corner, the exit as tight as I would do with the dry. And yeah, as you can see, then the line is pretty much the same. Of course, with the dry for the next corner, as you can see, I will try to get the curb, but of course on the wet you are going to avoid the curb. I'm jumping to second for the turn one. So yeah, it's second, I believe. I'm just dropping to second, and then on the exit, of course, if you can upshift to third, it's better because you will find more traction. Of course, the Porsche, it's better to avoid to short shift too early, because I think then you are losing quite a bit of acceleration. But yeah, if if you manage to find the right timing between staying enough with second to get the momentum, and at the same time get up to third to get a good traction as well. I think it's quite nice if you can um, make them both work, second and third. So yeah. Then we are approaching this corner. So like I said, you just avoid the curbing. You are braking as well slightly earlier compared to the dry. It's not massive like T1, but it's just a little bit earlier. As you can see, just a bit different on the racing line compared to the dry. I'm just going slightly. Wait, I need to, yeah, this corner. I'm just waiting a bit more compared to the dry. Of course, on the dry you cut a lot of curb, but yeah, what I mean is that you are waiting a bit more, get into the corner. This is the reason. Um, the cutting is the reason why you do that. You still take a bit of curb on the inside. You will see on this lap that I lost a bit of car on the entry, and this is a good example as well to show you what not to do. I haven't lost a lot of time, but I lost at least, I think, 1/10. Um, at the end, I think I'm just about 1 or 2 tenths in the second corner, but I think at the end I was just 600ths off the sector, so I guess I gained time in the other parts. But yeah, as you can see, I just went in on the brakes into the corner, just trying to brake to make the car rotate, but I did tap too much the brake at that point. If we compare to the lap before, for example, which was quite good, but just missing a bit of grip. I've done exactly the same, but the braking was much smoother. Like if you look like this, I'm braking quite a lot at the beginning, then decreasing the brake, and then I'm not smashing the brake all of a sudden. I think I came with too much speed on the fastest lap, and then I wanted to tap the brake to slow down the car and at the same time get the rotation, but it just made the car snap. So this is something you have to avoid. I guess it's good to see that there because, of course, lap guides is also made to show you what to avoid, what not to do. Even if the lap is quite good, but even without that mistake, maybe I could have dropped into the 211. So yeah, depending of the conditions you are, I don't know if it's going to be accurate for that week. But yeah, I hope it's going to be. And anyway, I guess even if the rain is a bit lighter or if the rain is heavier, the racing line is not going to change that much. Um, Depending of the conditions you have. So yeah. So you can see just tapping the brake, of course, a bit less compared to this time. So if I need to show you what could be nice to do into this corner, I will go into the lap before. So as you can see, just going on the brake, releasing a bit the brakes, just trying to make sure I slow down the car as much as I can, so then I can make sure I get a really tight exit out of this one. This is where the grip is going to be, because if I end up going really wide, I will really compromise the next corner. So as you can see, going on the curb, I'm really going. I still go on throttle, but not too much because of course if I go too hard on throttle, I will just oh sorry, I will just lose the grip. So yeah, this is why I'm not going too hard on the throttle, but at the same time I keep some throttle because it keeps the flow of the car through the corner. So if I stop going on throttle, the car is just going to understeer like this, and I will end up into the rubber and then just compromise the next corner. So yeah, then as you can see, I'm just perfectly where I should be because I will have nice corner for the next one. It's going to be less tight, so I will have much more freedom about where I want to put the car. I won't be on the rubber trying to find the grip and not really be precise on the racing line. Wide like this, I have really the freedom of doing what I want to do because I have the grip on the entry. So yeah. So back in the fastest lap, so we can go through this corner now. Then for the next one, I'm just braking a tiny bit on the entry, but I'm not even sure this does anything. So basically, I'm pretty much just lifting, just a bit of braking here and there. But as you can see, still pretty much the same approach. Just getting a bit of curbing, still on throttle, and then once I'm off the curb, then I'm going full throttle. It's important to make sure you're not going too much on throttle when you're into the corner, because then, like I said, you are going to lose the grip. So yeah. So as you can see, it's pretty much the same difference compared to the dry. I'm just going wider because I can't cut uh, like I would do uh, on the dry the curb. So yeah, same avoiding the curb on the exit. So yeah, you can put the wheels on the curb, but you are not going to go as wide as what you would do on the dry. Then for the next corner, I'm just trying to stay away from the dry line because it doesn't feel that good on the braking and it tends to send you deep into the corner, which is not what you want because like I explained the corners before, you need to think about the next corner, especially in those kind of corners. So of course, if you are doing like this, going a bit wider, you will get faster through the corner, but at the end you are going to lose so much time trying to get this second part of it. It's like long chicanes pretty much. So maybe you will get faster through this first one, but then you are going to struggle so much to find the grip for the second one that all you've gained basically on the first one is maybe twice the amount of time you are going to lose on the exit of the right one. So yeah, it's better to maybe compromise a bit the first one, even if as you can see I still can carry quite some speed. The grip is quite good. You don't see me fighting with the car. I like putting massive amount of steering angle to the left. So yeah, just getting the curb, and you can see on the replay, I guess you can see the car, how the car rotates on the curb. You can see the car rotating mid corner, so that's perfect because then, like I said, it gives me the freedom to take the racing line perfectly for the exit of that one, and yeah, then I have a decent exit. Maybe I could have um maybe I could have take the curb, I think, on the inside a bit more. So that's why it ended up being a bit understeery, but yeah, I didn't wanted to risk too much. I mean, you always take risk when you are going on the curbs, sometimes on the rain. So yeah, I just prefer to go easy with that one. But yeah, at the end of the lap is, like I said, quite good. So, and I gained time from my mistake to the end of the first sector, which is just before this corner. So yeah, I guess it wasn't too bad. But yeah, maybe you should try during the practice to take that curb. Maybe it can be quite nice if it behaves the same way. Um, it behave on the previous cups. So yeah, and then as you can see, just a bit of braking on the entry, managing the throttle on the exit, trying to not go too wide on the curb, and then yeah, we are approaching the second sector. So then from there, I'm just braking at the you can see just a few meters before the marshal post on the left to the marshal home or whatever it's called. I'm just braking around that. As you can see on the brakes, we'll drop to third, and then I will just go a bit wider. As you can see, it's quite wider compared to the dry, but yeah, if we are not considering this as part of the racetrack, even if we can use it on the dry, I would almost fake like I would fake a miss apex. So as you can see, a bit away from the curb. But yeah, this remains grippy because on the dry you are just using these, like almost using all of the curb and all of the green part. So yeah, that's why I guess the rubber is not that much there on the near apex of the curb. So yeah, if we are comparing this to the dry, it looks like this. You can see cutting a lot on the dry, and then I'm close to the curb, but not that much. And then yeah, same, going a lot wider on the next left. So as you can see, on throttle out of the corner, just going wide, and then I will just use the wide line. So I'm going to stay quite close from the racing line because, of course, the wider you go, the more distance you run, and it doesn't mean you have to you would get more grip. So yeah, it's important to not go too wide as well. Of course, it's a safe way because you are less closer to the to the rubber. So of course, if I make a tiny mistake the way I'm doing it, and I'm going a tiny bit too much to the left, and I get the rubber, then I will lose the grip. But yeah, if I'm going all the way to the outside, going really close from the runoff, it's safe, but I will lose so much time. So I will lose too much time, I think. So yeah, it's just a matter of taking the right risks, and I think if you are not crossing the line, you are better to do like this instead of going to save. But then yeah, going to save is quite good because you can make sure you won't make mistake, but at the same time you might lose quite a lot. So yeah, and as you can see, the grip is quite good because the car doesn't move. I'm just going a tiny bit wide on the exit. I'm getting a bit of curb, so best would be to maybe use a bit of curb just like this, but not going as wide as I did. But yeah, at the end I managed to bring back the car to the left. So yeah, it was quite okay at the end. So yeah, this is fourth gear. So I'm just putting fourth gear on the exit, curb, then going to the left, and then I do the same. I'm going wide, not too wide because, like I said, I don't want to run too much distance. But yeah, on throttle, trying to manage the throttle. Then I avoid the curb. I'm not trying to put my wheels on the curb because then I will struggle to get out of the curb. With the fact that I'm full throttle as well. If you are full throttle, you will struggle to get back to get back on the track. So yeah. Then near the end of the curb, I'm just going on the brake, and then I do the same as what I did before, just making sure I'm playing a bit with the limit between the rubber and the. I mean, you can see a bit the difference, I guess. This is the rubber, I guess, and this is where it's a bit less rubber. So yeah, this is what you have to aim for. Basically, I'm almost in the middle of the track, and then when I'm facing the exit, I'm just opening the steering, going on throttle, getting a bit of curb on the exit, and then I'm approaching. I think this is from there or close. No, it's not yet the third sector. So yeah, another chicane. So this time I will just avoid the curb on the inside. I don't think I'm taking much of the curb. I'm just taking maybe a little bit, but I'm not even sure. No, I'm not taking the curb. So yeah, it's a bit different compared to the big chicanes we have in the first sector. So this time I'm just staying away from the curbs. So yeah, braking pretty much is the same place. I'm braking. Um, if I have data, yeah, maybe it's better. I think I'm close to brake at the same time. Yeah, I'm just braking slightly before on the wet, but yeah, I'm not braking um, that early compared to the dry. So yeah, as you can see, braking on the racing line this time because it does feel quite good. So yeah, you don't need to go in the middle of the track. Just like that, it feels good. The car doesn't lose any braking performance. So yeah, of course you need to brake a bit earlier because, like I said, in the first chicanes, and this is one thing that is similar to the first chicanes, you also need to think about the tight exit of the first part of the chicane, so then you can, like I said before, have the freedom of doing everything you want, or at least having the freedom of putting the car where you want um, when you are facing the second part of the chicane. So yeah, if you want to go a bit wider, or if you want to take it a bit tighter, yeah, this is why you take you try to get the exit a bit tighter out of the first one, because yeah, like I said, if I'm running too much speed, I will end up too wide because I will lose the grip on the rubber, and then yeah, I will end up being stuck on the inside, not having the grip, and I won't get the speed through the corner. So yeah, by going a bit tighter on the exit, then I can put the car where I want. And as you can see, the exit is perfect, just getting a bit of curb on the exit. And then I think now we are entering, yeah, that's now we are entering the last sector. So as you can see, I'm doing the same as the same line compared to the drive. So if we are seeing that from the driving page, it's almost the same on the entry. I'm just going a bit wider, of course, because I'm using a bit of curb probably on the dry. But yeah, then as you can see, it's quite similar to the turn one. Maybe not quite actually, because I'm going just tighter on the entry. Then I'm still going as tight, I would say. Yeah, it's a bit different, but yeah. Anyway, as you can see, I'm just looking for the outside because this is where the um, the dry spots are. I mean, it's not as wet, of course, as the inside. And then I'm just trying to get the late apex, trying to find the part that is was no rubber. So yeah, then I get a very nice traction. So if we are seeing that from the car, just going on the brake. As you can see, by the way, I'm not braking that much as well. This is a thing into this one, and this is a thing around the lap. As you can see, I'm not braking that much. I'm braking less compared to the dry, and yeah, this one is doesn't make the any difference with what I said. You brake less. A bit earlier as well, but yeah, you are still braking less. You're braking a bit longer because of course you're braking less. So yeah, this means you need to brake a bit a bit longer, and also because you need to find a bit more rotation compared to what you do with the dry. So yeah, this is the reason also why you are going a bit deeper in on the brakes. I mean, a bit longer on the brakes. So yeah, as you can see, going wide, trying to find the grip on the outside, and then I will try to slow down. This is why I'm holding a bit longer the brakes, and then going on throttle, trying to find the momentum, and then tight on the exit. As you can see from there, you can see that the rubber is going wider, so I will have more grip on the inside. Very important to be patient as well out of this one. It's very easy to be a bit impatient. Going like from there, I could go full throttle, but if I go from there full throttle, I will just get understeer, get into the rubber, and then I'm going to lose all of the momentum. So yeah, the thing there is to be patient, even if it's tough. Sometimes to be patient when you are driving, you always want to go on throttle early. But yeah, on the wet, it's very important, and this link pretty much what I'm doing into the chicanes. It's just about working on yourself, just trying to be patient, trying to be smart as well. Um, this is also um, a thing, being smart on the wet, thinking about the next corner, thinking about what could happen if you are doing this kind of thing. If I like, you know that if you are going full throttle, you know that you are going to end up in the rubber. So then this means you are going to lose traction, going to lose time, and then you will compromise a lot of time until the chicane, because even if the distance is quite short, but you are easily losing time on the wet if you are not on the right line. So yeah, it's very important to be patient all around the track, not especially this track, but around every track when you are driving under rain conditions. So yeah, then trying to find the dry, I would say. Then same for the chicane. As you can see, I'm not taking the same line because I think I'd be more to the outside, taking the chicane on the dry. And I guess we are seeing that on the driving page. As you can see, I'm a lot wider on the exit, and yeah, of course, then I'm cutting a bit more the chicane. But yeah, the reason why I'm a bit more to the outside is because yeah, I need to use the dry, which is on the inside of the this sort of parabolica. So yeah. Then, as you will see, I'm just trying to find also the dry a bit on the entry. I'm not trying to get too early into the corner, because if I do it, then I will lose the grip. As you can see, from there it starts to understeer. From there, so if I'm earlier into the corner with that amount of speed, I will end up going really wide entering the second chicane. So by going a bit wider on the entry, this helps me to get the turn in, get the turn in. So then the car is a bit more straight compared to if I was doing something like this, like crossing into the rubber. So yeah, by waiting a bit, I'm getting the turn in. And then even if it understeers, I just need to lift a bit the throttle, maybe put a bit of braking. But yeah, then I'm in a good position to take the chicane. And yeah, like I said, the most important as well is to make sure the exit is good. Even if you need to compromise a bit the first one, it's fine. Because if the exit is good, you will gain the time. If you are going really quick through the first one, but you are stopped into the second one, or even worse, you are going really wide on the exit, getting on the curb and the runoff. This is where you're going to lose a lot of time. So good, you gained a lot of time in the first part of the chicane, but you will lose through 3 tenths, maybe 4 tenths before reaching the last corner because you went too fast through this one, and you ended up into the um, the curb and the runoff. So yeah, this is important to, like I said before, be smart, think about the next corners, and yeah, as you can see, worked quite nicely. I'm not trying to cut too much. I think I still left a wheel on the track, because yeah, if you put the 4 wheels on the curbs, then yeah, it's going to be difficult. But yeah, at least keep 2 wheels the racetrack. That's best. And then we are going into the last corner. So this time I'm going to brake. I'm for the dry. I'm braking at the flag pole on the right, which is the digital flag. I think I'm braking almost next to this. There is a sort of compression there or something like that, or a bump or something similar to that, just a bit before the digital flag on the right. So yeah, this is what I'm using as a reference. I think I'm braking slightly earlier for the last corner. Yeah, I'm just braking slightly earlier. So yeah, but as you can see, the line is not so different. I'm almost braking the same. I'm doing the same. I'm just going wider. It's pretty much like this one actually, using the same on the entry, but then I'm just going wider to get the grip. And yeah, to be fair, it's all the way on the outside, and then of course I can't choose the curb, so yeah, with the dry I'm going a bit wider, but yeah, uh, as you can see I'm going really wide trying to find the grip. So yeah, around the digital flag on the right, going on the brake, not that much braking. I think it's just about uh yeah, 56%, so it's not that much. Then third gear, I don't think I'm dropping to second, or am I dropping to second? I remember I did a few times, but I think I'm just staying with third. Yeah, I just stay with third. I think I did with second sometimes, but maybe it was because I was entering the corner too fast, so then I had to slow down the car with second. But yeah, stay with third if you can, because I just think it makes the thing easier. And yeah, second, you might kill too much the momentum, so yeah, you will lose time when you are facing the exit. So yeah, stay with third for this one. And then as you can see, I'm just trying to find the grip on the outside. I'm not trying to go too wide as well. I'm not trying to reach the white line on the right. It's just about finding the limit with the rubber, and then as you can see, opening the steering on the exit, trying to find the grip, and then of course do not go on the curb on the exit, because then you will lose the momentum for that varying straight. And then yeah, it's just the run to the start finish line around the rainy Mugello. All right, everyone. So we're done for today, and that was the week 5 lap guide of the sports car challenge by Fike and Tire. This was the quite rainy Mugello. Big chance of rain this week. So yeah, I wish you good luck. Take care on the track. Be careful, and yeah, don't forget to like and subscribe to the Coach Dave Academy channel and join the Discord server if you have any questions about all the work we are making. And yeah, I see you next week for the week 6. See you next time. Bye bye.